pick it up by the front end there, you're gonna pull it on down the water. You can put it anywhere along this lake shore except for this private.
This is how life goes. I sit in the front, I get to see all the scenery, and Gordon's doing all the work.
Enjoy your ice cream while you can, because you never know when they're going to run out.
We are in beautiful Apgar inside Glacier National Park, and we are going to attempt to rent kayak and go out on the lake. We used to own kayaks, and boy do I miss being out on the water like that. You just get a different perspective of what the land looks like when you're out there on the water, and it's just beautiful and peaceful and quiet. So if you get a chance and you're in Apgar, rent a kayak and enjoy the day out on the water.
What she didn't tell you is that it's 4th of July weekend. We tried to do this yesterday, but it was raining. Today's weather is much better, but being 4th of July,
we're parking way out in the sticks.
It's packed, so we did have to park way out, but there was no need for us to come early because the kayak rental booth doesn't open until like 9:30 in the morning. So
You're gonna pick it up by the front end there, you're gonna pull it on down the water. You can put it anywhere along this lake shore except for this private boat company is there. When you get down there, you're gonna tip your boat up on the side, wheels will fall out the bottom. Snap those wheels on shore, keep them out of the way of everybody else. Don't forget where you put them.
Okay.
When you get on the water, you can go right or left, but don't go down the creek. You guys said you've kayaked before, tandem kayaks, you're very comfortable with that. Perfect. Don't go in the middle of the lake. It gets super windy super quickly. Okay. People always go in the middle of the lake. It always goes poorly. There's an eagle's nest over here that's buoyed off. We ask that you stay out of those buoys, give the eagles their space, just paddle on past. For every 45 minutes you paddle out, plan for it to be an hour back. The lake's 10 miles long, a mile wide, and 472 feet deep. Don't drop anything out there. Any questions?
Nope.
Cool. You're on board.
And we're off.
here we are, finally, after standing in line for better part of an hour and a half, waiting for kayaks to come in. We finally got one, got it on the water, situated. So what I would recommend if you're coming here and you want to rent kayaks, bikes, or anything like that, is make a reservation. Obviously, this being 4th of July weekend, that kind of hampers things up a little bit more for them. And because of the COVID thing, some of the rental facilities in the park aren't even open. There's one open, and that's Glacier Outfitter, and they do reservations starting at 9:30 in the morning. So if you're willing to get up early and come out and get your kayak, bike, or whatever, I'd recommend making a reservation, because you're going to stand and wait in line for a while if not. But is it worth it, you ask? I think all you got to do is take a look at what we're seeing, and that question answers itself. Right now I got my one lady power motor going, working us across the lake. And they do make some suggestions. One is don't go out in the middle, because that's where the wind is focused the most and it's just not that much fun. Whereas if you stay closer toward the shore, there's less wind and it's easier to maneuver the kayak. So should be a lot of fun today, and thanks for coming along for the ride.
This is how life goes. I sit in the front, I get to see all the scenery, and Gordon's doing all the work.
Ah, yes, the work.
Although, I do have to say, this is pretty easy work for now. But we are heading into the wind, so when we go back, we'll be with the wind to our backs, which will be even easier. But wow. I did say earlier that it was peaceful out on the water, and it is very peaceful out here on the water. You feel like you're the only two out here, even though that there are other people. It's just so quiet, and you just get to enjoy nature.
Well, what did you think of our kayak ride so far?
I think it's lovely.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Like I said, it's just a great way to relax and take some time for yourself, because there's nobody else out here that you have to do anything for.
Right.
You just get to take time for yourself and just relax. I love it.
It's kind of hard to beat the view, I think, too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah. So we were supposed to do this yesterday, but we got rained out.
We did.
So we kind of moved on to a different plan, and we just took the day for ourselves, and we drove around Hungry Horse Reservoir,
Yep.
which is 100 miles all the way around.
Right, it was 100 miles of dirt road.
But we got to take Sky, and we just had the day to ourselves, and just enjoyed that too.
Every now and then it's kind of important to just take a little bit of time out for ourselves. You know, we're still enjoying the fact that we have a reason to get out here and do this, and our biggest reason right now is not just for us, but it's also for all of our viewers and subscribers, you know, to give them information that, you know, they may not otherwise have access to, whether it's, you know, different things to do here at Glacier National Park, and what kind of restraints there might be, you know, or problems you might run into. But I think it's been great, you know, and I mean, you can't beat the views. I mean, the views are just amazing. Looks like some clouds are starting to form over the big mountain out there. But they probably won't stick around very long or form too much, because the forecast had nothing but clear skies and sun. So can't complain about clear skies and sun.
Let's go chase more adventures.
Chase more adventures.
Cottonwood is flying. I like to call it summer snow.
You should make calls like Oh yeah.
So now
I might order a moose roll.
it's lunchtime, and we're gonna have lunch at Eddys Cafe.
We just finished our kayak trip a little while ago. And of course, after I had to paddle Alice all around the lake, I was a little hungry. So we went right down there to Eddys Cafe in Apgar. Right now it's about the only place to eat in Apgar. So a little history, I guess we'll call it, on Apgar, or a little bit of what is Apgar, right? Apgar is a village at the south end of McDonald Lake, and it is where all the tourist stuff happens. You have ice cream parlors, you have the tourist shops where you can get your hats, shirts, trinkets, whatever. Like Alice and I did today, the kayak rental place is here.
They also rent bikes.
They rent bikes, they rent paddle boards, canoes. I believe they even rent some fishing tackle and stuff. So they're pretty good. I would definitely recommend checking them out. They did right by us, that's for sure. And then there's a really nice ice cream place down there, because I'm starting to feel a little ice cream need.
So
coming
Eddys Cafe seems to have it all. They have the ice cream parlor.
Yep.
They have a nice gift shop, and it's family owned. And then they have the cafe where we had lunch. Recommended. Very good. Very good
stuff.
lunch.
Yep, absolutely.
I like their pickle.
And Apgar also has, I'm going to turn around a little bit this way. Right over there is the Backcountry Permit Center. So if you're going to go into the backcountry of Glacier National Park and you need a permit to go there, you're going to have to come to Apgar to get your permit taken care of. So Apgar is definitely a cool place to just kind of come and spend an afternoon, have a nice little something to eat, and of course ice cream after.
Right. And you can bike around. There's a lot of biking trails in this area. There's a lot of hiking trails in Glacier National Park that don't allow bicycles, but in Apgar you are allowed to ride them on the trails here in Apgar.
Right. And there's a theater of some sort, like an amphitheater in town as well. They're not active right now though because of the COVID virus thing and restrictions, but otherwise, definitely check out Apgar.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go look at some gift shops now.
Of course she is.
How are you going to? I know you like cookie dough. Cookies and cream and cookie dough. These two. Both cookies, mixed.
A cookie dough milkshake. You want whipped cream with that?
No, thank you.
Nope. And I will have 2 scoops Moose Tracks and chocolate peanut butter cup on the waffle. That's it.
That's like Oreos. Basically, that's what it is.
Enjoy your ice cream while you can, because you never know when they're going to run out.
I don't know if anybody will ever run out of ice cream.
I don't know. Is it really worth risking it?
Well, hopefully Eddys Cafe will never run out of ice cream and everybody can enjoy it when they come to Apgar.